along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. That's caught by Williams. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Just keep slinging it. Got the back over the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And defensively on third down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the fourth down.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on fourth down. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Trojans will call on their punt team. kick is in the air. On his way back from the 20. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Touchdown Ducks! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
From inside the 15, here's the return. The Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That opening script from the offensive coordinator didn't lead to a score as they punted on their first possession. Now they have it back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Here comes the offense on first down. On the move, it's Jordan. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
And really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own colored jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Shotgun snap on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
He'll get it away and wisely kick it toward the sideline, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. In a split backfield. Running inside. It's Hill. Turning it on. Running through contact. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right, he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
The Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Fights off a defender. good, solid tackle.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Finding an escape, maybe a crease. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr. who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like they are committed, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon, a lot of ground and pound, and a lot of physicality.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to the run, it's Griffin. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Here we go, ready. Black 14. Where did he go?
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield. So when he got the football, there was just green grass out ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field. And then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. The quick out. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
On the run, it's Davison. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success.
Might have a chance. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Run in the red zone. It's Davison. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Hooks. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
But you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The corners are walked up tight. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Hunt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and their feet on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got a man, it's Johnson. Open space at the 25. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Offense going to be challenged to protect on third down after that last sack. Might be changing the route. Moore from the gun on third down. He's got an open man. Touchdown Ducks! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barber. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They're testing the right side here. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Right down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Level. Ready. Black 14. Black 14. Return. Where did he go?
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. He wants to change this route. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone, and they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Ready. Shift. Flat. Sweet. Where did he go?
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw it again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with UAB taking on the number 18 team, the Navy Midshipmen. And it's the Blazers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They win their 2nd straight game, and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Hold and fire complete. Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Here's Moore to throw. Pocket breaking down. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore flips it out in the flat. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Pulls it in. It's Bowman. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Slash. Booster. Hydro. Go.
To the air. It's Mayava. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Soldier, ready. Check. 28-29 belts. 28-29 belts. Switch it. Ready, go.
Using his legs, it's Jordan. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They send the tight end in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's third down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing more. Rushes on him. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Finds his man. It's Stewart. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. Look out, he's got room. Working their way closer and closer. A third-down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a crease to the left. And he's dragged down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Got his man. There he goes. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. All the way. Touchdown USC. The AT unit on the field. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Back to the ground game on the left. Picks up the first down. On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Ducks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute. I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Coming out with it, it's Lockhart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They feed him again. Maybe some room here. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Miller with the ball, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Plucks it out of the air. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The run inside. It's Miller. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. They're working that left side. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Takes it inside the 25, and he'll bring it back. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Ready, go!
Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Back to throw, it's Walls. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finding some room. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Brought down at the 30-yard line, it's a gain of 6.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, a minute 55 remaining. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. And I got to be honest, I like it.
Looking for a man. It's MaHomies. Tosses it incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Snap to the back. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Walls. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, you get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The hand to the running back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And finally, we see a nice game. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready. Freeze.
To the air. It's MaHomies. Throws to the wideout. That's caught by Williams. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Got room to work. There's a crease. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Running to Green. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it. It's Miller. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.